It's your boy Fat Boy Fish, and this message right here is directed to YouTube. Now, the next show that I put up, this is not a hate speech directed towards nobody. No woman, man, child, Russian people, American people, Chinese, Asian. It's nothing like that. So when I use my different terminology, I'm asking the people at YouTube, please don't consider this to be a hate speech, because I am not advocating no hatred upon nobody. But in certain situations, and for me to paint this canvas of this picture that I'm trying to let people know and be involved and be aware of at the same time, is certain things that I have to say. And once more again, this is not a hate speech, and I do not advocate hatred towards anybody. This is your brother Fat Boy Fish. Man, what's good to all my family? What's good to all my folks? This is your brother Jehoshaphat, and we back with a serious topic for today. If you thought yesterday was a serious topic, this would be considered the most serious topic. Now, should I address this as my message to Vladimir Putin? Let me go get my other seat. Hold up a second. Now, should I address this as my message to Vladimir Putin? I don't know, family. I don't even know. But it looks like we in dire times right now in this country. And now you get to see peace, because it's always calm before a storm. There's always peace before a great battle. So as I look at anybody who would consider themselves to be American or live in America, we got so many enemies right now facing from all sides. It's like they ain't closing in on us. They really are, from all sides. So my best suggestion that I can say to you is get your group up. Get some men and women that you can trust, and that you can come around you and yours, and y'all can depend on and rely on each other, because the times that we looking at right now, it looks bleak, family. It looks real bleak right now. And I'm doing this message, right? But I'm sincerely telling you this from my heart. And a lot of people is not gonna take me serious just by saying this and everything that I'm saying. So my message to Vladimir Putin would be, can you find another way to feed your starving people in your country? Do you have to topple our government just for y'all to live? Now, I know that you putting in a position right now to where all your sides is closing in too. And if you choose to destroy us for your people to live, I understand why. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand why you have to do what it is that you're planning to do. But we should not have to pay for things that America has done. We as American citizens should not have to pay Russia to whatever our country has done to y'all, or whatever's going on with y'all. But it seems like with y'all economy, it seems like with y'all resources, it seems like everything is depleting over there. And the only way that you can climb yourself out of this hole is to plunge us into complete darkness. That's what it seems like to me. And you know, we got bases all over the United States of America. Don't sit here and think. I'm not thinking that you're doing this to take America. No, this is all about money. You know what I'm saying? This is all about money, and it's all about resources. Any war that's ever been fought in is about those two things. It's not like you start a war to fight somebody and there's no bloodshed and there's no reason behind it. You're doing this to survive. But I'm telling you, Vladimir Putin, you ain't got to kill us in the process of it. But just like going back to your economy, going back to everything that's going on in Russia. Now, my son, he has respect for Russia. And I remember a couple years ago, he was trying to learn Russian. He learned all kind of different Russian words. He'd be telling me stuff in Russian. He had a deep respect for Russian culture. Now, what made me say that for it to be in relevance is because that the common American citizen, we don't dictate no war policies. You know what I'm saying? We don't dictate anything that be like, okay, let's go over there and drop a bomb on them. So I'm asking you, Mr. Putin, why should we have to suffer because of your people and what's going on in y'all economy? That's not fair. That's not fair at all. But I just hope you take it to heart that you can't find another way. For anybody who is my brother or my sister and listening to this message, I want you to think about God's word. And in the time of day that we live in, there are 4 kings of this earth. 4 of them. I want you to think in your head of what you see with the way things are going and the power structure that is put up. Who are these 4 kings of the earth that have all these powers? And if you think Vladimir Putin ain't one of them, you need to be reading your Bible way more, because you lost. Now, God gave me that vision of what happens to America when I was a young man, and I couldn't even call myself a young man. I wasn't even a teenager. I was only 11 years old. But it seems like that dream is going to come to pass with world events and things that's happening. So I can't look at that as something that wouldn't happen. Let's go over what happened in the dream that I seen. I seen nothing. Everywhere was desolate. There was no people. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see no people in the city that you lived in. I don't know where all their bodies went. All I know is it was a lot of people that was gone. Every single day that I went through that vision, I didn't see anybody until the last day. Out of all that whole week I spent in that vision, the only time I seen people was at the very end of it, and Russia was the one that was rounding everybody up and putting them in them damn FEMA camps. So as I look at it as I'm older now, I understand why God gave me that vision, because he wants me to prepare myself for the dark future that's headed down this line. And I don't know what to say, family. I don't know what to say. All I can say is get your guns up. Get your ammo up. Get your food up. Get yourself a team. Get yourself some people that you can trust. Learn something about agriculture so you can put some food in the ground, because you ain't going to be able to find nothing at no grocery store. Every single house that I went through, because every night I had to hide myself. Every house, you couldn't find no water. You barely could find canned food. You didn't find no weapons, not even no knives, not even a damn butter knife. There was no weapons left. So I don't know what the people did to them, who took them, but the other parts of the house was all the people clothes, everything. It was like everybody got up in a rush and left. They only took they gold and they valuable things. They took them out of all them homes and all them buildings that I went through trying to find food for myself. I found nothing, scraps of nothing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I find some canned food every couple of days. It was nothing left. No type of food, no type of ammunitions to protect yourself, no weapons at all. I'd have been better off if I found a damn baseball bat. But check it though. At the end of the vision that God gave me, it was the Russian people putting American people into captivity. That's what I seen at 11 years old. Now, why would God give me that vision unless it's going to pass? And I don't want to be the doomsday person that come up here and tell you about death and destruction of stuff that's fit to be happening. But it seems like a lot of y'all is not woke up to the facts of things that's happening in this world as I talk right now. So I don't know. All I can say, family, especially to my black people out there, you running around killing each other for nothing, but it's going to be a time where people will kill you for food. So what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? What does that mean to you? I don't know. All I can do on my side of the world and my special knit of people, all I can do is prepare for the worst, because God has already shown me what's going to happen. And I hate to say it like that, but what do? Now let's take my emphasis off of Russia, even though it needs to stay right there. Yeah, let's just complete with this Russia thing. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but Russia, they've been working on MP3s for the not an MP3 player, excuse me, but EMP pulses for the last 37 years. They've been working on it. And if you know anything about EMPs, you set it off a mile in the atmosphere. It's not like a bomb that comes down and blows up ground level like an atomic bomb. It's not like that. So they shoot this missile off, and it travels up in the atmosphere, and then it detonates, and then it takes out all electronic devices. That it takes out our whole power grid and any device that would have electronics in it. So in that vision, I went in cars to try to start them up to try to go. I went through a gang of cars with keys in them, and the cars would not turn over. There was no electricity. You know what I'm saying? There was no power source, nothing. Not even no radio. There was nothing like that left. And all the weapons was gone. And somehow the forces, the Russian military, they was already on ground. How, if you knock out our power grid, how would you be able to detect when it's a ship coming on our coast, when it's a submarine coming on our coast, when it's air fighters coming in from the air? You won't be able to detect none of those things. So it was easy. It was easy for the Russian people to round us up like cattle and put us in the concentration camps. Now, a lot of y'all could take my vision that God gave me as something that you can dismiss and throw away. But if it comes to pass, and you heard this man right here, right now, telling you the future, what can you say about your own death? What can you say about your own preparations, that you had a chance to do something to make it a little bit better for yourself, but you did not want to heed anybody's warning? The best thing I could do for myself is, because when that power grid go out, and then I'm riding all the damn stores, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna sit here and fake and phone. I'm finna go get as much supplies that I possibly can. My place is fortified. You know what I'm saying? It's fortified. I ain't gotta worry about that. But when the looting starts, when people start getting hungry, and then you gotta imagine, how can only a couple people fight against 30 civilians with weapons? There will be no police on the street. So I guess they wait for us to kill each other off. You know what I'm saying? And disease, famine, we kill each other off because of the resources. Then they come in and round up the rest of the people that's there. I don't know, family. I'm just trying to put this in your mind that even if you didn't think that you prepping for a bad situation, this might be the year that you might want to start prepping, because you don't know. And the hunger, they like when I download a show, my shows go directly to Russia first. You know what I'm saying? They didn't pull that seniority to see what I'm talking about, because they know I'm telling the truth. And I don't hold nothing against the Russian people at all. Not even though with this being on the plate, like I said, it's their survival. It's either America dies so Russia can live. And the coldest thing about our government is that they done had 30 damn years to fix the power grid to where this bomb would not do devastating things to us. But they don't care about that. America is on some other stuff. America is going in the head. She on some, I'm the most powerful, can't nobody touch me. Even though everything that I have told you, America knew that 30 years ago. I was born in the 80s, and they already knew that before I was born. But they look at certain scenarios like, oh, that's not going to happen. Oh, that's not a definite possibility. I said on Facebook today, when the stuff hits the fan, the only people you're going to be able to trust is your loved ones and the ones that's pulled into your close net. You better be stacking up on water. Because after the riot is done, there won't be nothing left in them damn stores. I don't even care if it's something that you don't like, that nobody likes. Even that's going to be gone. There will be no food left. You know what I'm saying? There won't be no food and no water. So my brothers out there, you better be getting up on your armaments. You better be getting your rifles, your shotguns, your handguns, your assault rifles. You better be doing all of that. You better be stacking up on your ammunitions. Get some smart brothers around you that already know how to make bullets. You know what I'm saying? I feel that everybody has a certain task. Me, I'm a sharpshooter by trade, y'all. You know what I'm saying? God has given me that eye to knock out a target from a long distance. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my skills that I'll be using in what's coming down the line. So I feel that everybody has a specific thing that they good at. No matter what it might be, planting, it might be farming, whatever it might be, you're going to need your close knit of community for all of y'all to operate from each other, because you're going to be under attack by other Americans that's going to try to kill you for your supplies. And the only way that you'll be able to survive is strength in numbers. That's why I've been saying that on my show to my people all year long. They don't get it. You know what I'm saying? There's strength in numbers. If you unite, you'll be able to be a force. But they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They just don't get it. They too busy killing themselves. But what you gonna do when people come kill you for your food? You out there gang banging thinking that's the life. This and this and that. Times is finna get bad right now. Times is finna get rough. It's gonna be they had a saying a long time ago, every man for himself. Y'all don't know what that means until next year. You not really gonna know what that means until these armies hit our street. Now, I'm looking at it, family, as something that's devastating, and I don't think a lot of American people are gonna survive. I just don't think so. All them people in the hospital, they gonna die. If you a kid, you don't have no vitamins, you ain't getting no proper nourishment, you gonna die. Old people is not gonna make it. Only the young and the strong and is willing to kill another person to live is gonna make it. They've been sitting here telling you, trying to feed your mind with this new world order. Get your mind on that. Get your mind on that. Get your mind on that. But on the all, you've been facing an impending attack. It's World War III up over here. You look at this life, however it is, it's good right now. It still looks a little good. But the time is to come. It's gonna get bad, family. So I'm telling my people out there that listen to me, you gonna have to protect yourself, and you gonna have to protect your family. And just because you don't see these things unfolding, this EMP bomb that they have, it could change things tonight. It could change things tomorrow. You don't know when they gonna attack, and your government don't care about you. If your government cared about you with all the billions of dollars that they've been borrowing from China, they should have spent all that money on making a different power grid, just so if we had an attack like that nothing wouldn't happen. No, what have they spent that $20 trillion on? I tell you right now, it is not on the power grid. But if that power grid is wiped out, how you gonna get fresh foods to your city? That's going to take out all the electricity and all the cars. What is they going to do? Ride on a horse? You know what I'm saying? Old type stable, a donkey in a carriage. How they going to get it? The way of life that you have been dependent on for so damn long is going to unravel right before your face. So you won't be able to say that, oh, didn't nobody tell me what was going to happen? And a lot of people that sit there, oh, he's just a conspiracy theorist. He just saying, no, God gave me this vision when I was 11 years old, and I didn't even know what the hell it was. Now I'm a grown man, and I completely understand why he gave me that vision and what's to come. A lot of American people are not going to make it. And all them people that made it to the end was people in their 20s and people in their 60s. I didn't see no little kids getting rounded up and put in them damn feet in the Russian concentration camps. I didn't see anything like that. I was the youngest person out there, y'all. So what does that mean? A lot of people ain't gonna make it. So you got to look at this time right now while you still can and seize as much products as you possibly can. You're throwing your money away on stupid stuff that's not going to help you in the end. You buying them expensive clothes is not a 48 count a case of water that at least get you through three months in the apocalypse if you ration your damn water out right. You need to be worried about bullets, guns, canned food, anything that you know with an expiration date that can last. Because this right here might carry, it'll be 2 years, it'll be 2 to 3 years. If they just don't annihilate us, why keep us around for? They already subdued our whole country. Why wouldn't they just take us out and enslave? I told you in my dream they was rounding us up, so that tells you right now the future of American people is slavery. I don't care what color you are. If you live in this country. Now, The best thing that you could do, once more again, your brother gonna run it back to you. Canned food, water, bullets, guns, any type of medicine, any type of penicillin, any type of medicine that you could get your hands on. I don't care if it's alcohol, I don't care if it's peroxide. Any type of medicine is going to be valuable. But they going to try to wait until we kill each other off before, because they know we American people, we savage. You know what I'm saying? We savage. You're not just going to be able to come up over here and invade us like that. You got everyday people out here that's trained and will take you out. I decided to go to Kmart because all the people, I started seeing more people and everybody was headed towards Kmart. When we went to Kmart, everything looked good. Everything looked righteous. But then all of a sudden these huge lights popped on and all you seen was army tanks and army soldiers out there, and they rounded us up and they took us in like a concentration camp. But I do remember the insignias on the soldiers, and they was Russian soldiers. Now, this happened to me when I was 11 years old, and I will never forget this. You know what I'm saying? That was not a nightmare. That wasn't something that I can just throw away and say it didn't happen to me. I experienced 7 different days in the visions. Now, all my prophecies is about the future. The prophecies that I was given, that I remember to this day, it was about the future. We gonna get into that at a later date, if there is a tomorrow. But I just wanted to drop this on you. Remember, deja vus. Have you had them? Have you ever experienced them in your life? Prophecies. Do you have any? God pours down his knowledge upon all of us. So it's a lot of you out there that have prophecies. Don't be scared to tell what's going to happen. All of us, we all need to know this. Y'all can think I'm bullying. Y'all can think I'm chiefing. I don't care at this point. I need to let you know what I know. That is the truth. Now back to visions. We all know from what I'm telling you, visions can be changed. You know what I'm saying? Not all visions is set in stone for this to happen or would be a prophecy. Now I'm asking all the people in the world, what have you seen? This is your boy Jehoshaphat, aka Fat Boy Fish. Peace to all the people of the world.